Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 5. In the last part, we finished off the Necromancer campaign. The Necromancer. Wielding the forces of the undead to raise King Nikolai. In this part, we're going to go somewhere completely different and start on the Warlock. The Dungeon campaign. So without further ado, let us begin. With Mission 1, the Clanlord. As soon as it starts actually loading, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. Stupid load bar. Come on, hurry up. Okay, so with the Dungeon campaign, it's Dungeon campaign is probably my favourite out of all of them. Or rather, the Dungeon faction is probably my favourite out of all of them. I'm going to pick the Assassins. 6 Assassins to start with. And with that, let's...
My name is Raylag. Like the others, I wish to fight for the title of Clanlord.
News of the death of a Clanlord travels quickly indeed. Well, you have the right, as all Malassa's followers do, although you are not of the Shadowbrand clan. I am Keeper of the Law, Judge, and Arbiter. And before we start, I must ask you, do you know the rules?
Instruct me.
The tournament is open to all. You have 1 month to prepare, and then you will descend to the caves and fight one another. If you arrive early to a fight, you must wait until your opponent arrives. There is one winner. There is no second place.
No matter. I did not come here to almost win.
So we have our setup for the first mission of the Dungeon campaign. It's going to be quite a weird one, this. This is probably unlike most starting missions in any of these campaigns. We have 1 month to get as many troops and as many levels as we can onto Raylag, here, our main character, and then fight 4 other Warlocks, who have also been doing the same thing. Raylag, of course, level 1. He is a Warlock, as I've said. The Dungeon faction. The Warlock specializes in spell power and attack, majoring in spell power. Also, their special ability increases the power of destructive magic. So, this is a very destructive magic heavy faction. And Raylag's special ability to decrease opponents' initiative builds on that massively. Unfortunately, he does start with defense, which is probably a very poor choice when it comes to a Warlock. He also starts with vitality. As a result, I'm going to be ignoring defense for as long as humanly possible, because it is probably one of the worst skills that Raylag has available to him, with the possible exception of, like, dark magic, which isn't very helpful to him. Right, the Dungeon faction is an underground race. It is pretty, it's a pretty interesting race. Its growth is unlike pretty much any other faction in that each of their troops is powerful for their level, but you get hardly any of them. So your level 1 troop starts at 7 production. When you compare that with, say, peasants, who start at 22. These scouts are shooters and are not that great shooters, basically. They're supposed to be the melee attackers, but they can shoot if they have to. Also, each troop is very expensive for its level. So basically, this is one of the few factions that you may actually have some serious trouble keeping up with the troop demands when it comes to cost, especially if you aren't picking up anything. So, as I said, the first thing that any we're just going to split up these stacks for a bit, because assassins, the upgraded version of scouts, are also poor shooters, but their shots poison their opponents, dealing damage equal to their stack size every time they get the opponents, their poisoned opponents get an attack. So let's show this off, shall we? Just so you know, this is probably the first time that that this is going to come into anything. In order to attack at melee range with a shooter who isn't like being blocked, you have to hold control and click on the opponent. So this poison will deal 5 damage every time the imps move. See, there's 5 damage. Now my assassins here cannot reach. My imps can't reach. The imps can't reach me, so we're going to wait. I'm going to shoot at you, and this stack's going to shoot at you because we can. The scouts are going to move back, and Raylag here doesn't actually. He has a slow spell for some reason. This is a battle that isn't really a very good way to show off the. See, look, the the assassin's shots, even at close range, are doing 2 to 3. Are doing not much damage. They're doing double damage when they do melee. When they do melee attacks, they're just better at that. However, I am going to lose some troops fighting these guys because, you know, because I don't have very many troops, and they're not really that good as troops, unfortunately. You are going to weaken this stack, and my scouts are going to come up here and try to kill off this stack. There we go. Raylag's going to weaken this stack, and then the imps are going to attack. Okay, I'm going to attack the scouts. You know, the yeah, we need to do this a bit. The AI actually did better than me fighting these guys, unfortunately, which is slightly embarrassing. But hey, what can you do? Well, you can load and take the battle over, or you can ignore it. That was slightly embarrassing, but oh well. I'll do it over again in another run, or possibly not. Possibly I won't. Lots of pixies are fast attackers. I don't want to go for them yet. More familiars. I don't want to lose troops this early on. I already have, unfortunately. War dancers, archers. Why are there so many tough to deal with units around here right now? It's so annoying. And the turn. Thank you. Okay, what's next? Yeah, so the dungeon faction will come into its own as soon as we get magic. So it's 7 other factions, by the way. 7 other warlocks will fight in this grand arena. I've got plenty of time to make up for my foolish mistake. Now, Mage Guild. This, as I probably should have actually picked up a Mage Guild first turn. Stone Spikes, that's a start. It is at least something, which is better than we've had. Unfortunately, we wouldn't have actually been able to use the magic in that last fight because of, you know, familiars and their lack of, you know. I'm gonna stay in the city for today so that I can get my mana back, but I don't want to do it, but I have to because basically a warlock without magic is, as you've just seen, fairly ineffective. And now I've got all my mana back again, and I also get a new building, which is going to be Altar of Elements or Town Hall, which I don't really need any money right now. Blacksmith or Blood Arena? Blood Arena. New troops. Blood Maidens. Blood Maidens are a little like harpies from the last... from Heroes of Might Magic 3, for those who know. They have a huge amount of initiative, they move very fast, they hit very hard. The only problem with them is that they are very frail. They have hardly any HP for level 2s, and they have low defense. They also are just like normal harpies from the dungeon faction in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, in that they don't have their upgrades special, very nice special ability of hit, strike and return. They don't have strike and return, and they don't have no retaliation. Well, they do have strike and return, they don't have no retaliation. Let's leave them as is. These guys are sprites, pixies, whichever's first. Pixies are fast, but they're level 1s, they have hardly any HP. They are going to be, and they are very frail. So they shouldn't cause too much of a problem yet. Let's poison this stack first and move everybody back, because if we don't, then then we're going to get smacked. You, Raylag. See that? Look, it's we're level 1 right now, and that's doing 48 damage. That's going to kill a stack. It's going to kill that stack, or severely weaken that one. I'm going to kill off this stack because I can. That's just good. See, look at that. Magic really is where this faction's speciality is. There's no way that that dungeon could do anything without magic. And there goes the sprites. That would have been a far harder fight if we hadn't had magic. Experience, very useful. I'm not picking up Enlightenment because I don't need that. I am, however, going to pick up Empowered Spells, because Empowered Spells is an excellent skill. Empowered Spells is an offshoot of the race ability Irresistible Magic, which gives you the ability to cast magic spells at 50% more damage, but at double mana cost, which is a bit of a problem with a faction that isn't very good at knowledge, but what can you do? A horde of those crappy enemies, yeah, we can probably take them. Yeah, so this mission's progress is going to basically be clearing out our 1/8 of the map, and building new troops, and of course Mage Guild levels, which is probably going to be our major source of power. I would like to buy this because I would like upgraded. I would like Blood Furies because they are just like Harpy Hags of Heroes of Might and Magic 3 in that they have no enemy retaliation. What can we get if we buy the marketplace? Nothing now. Trade Guild is not helpful in this case. I would like to grab a blacksmith next turn. How much is that? That's 5 wood and 1,000 gold. We can do that. We can get the blood memorial. You are going to head back to the city to upgrade these blood maidens, because blood furies are so much better. Also, the blood furies get an extra attack power. They get 1 more attack, I believe. and one more speed and 2 more initiative as well as their boost to stuff like to their stats. Why don't I have a tavern? Tavern's there, isn't it? Yeah. I should. Okay. In this particular situation, I don't have a tavern. I cannot get a tavern, and I will never get a tavern in this particular mission. So I should probably be picking up this stuff with Raylag. I will at some point, but probably not right now because I don't need to. I don't need the resources right now. I'm going to grab the blacksmith because this unlocks Minotaurs, which is the level 3 troop. Let's fight some crappy demon troops, shall we? Now, I am not very good at the I'm not very good with the Blood Fury's major mode of attack, which is massive abuse of strike and return. So look at that. That's 50% more damage on the empowered stone spikes, but it costs 10 mana rather than the stone spikes 5. So as a result, it's not that good in terms of efficiency right now. However, it is pretty good later on when it's pretty good later on when you don't have to worry about stuff like mana efficiency because you've got a fair amount of mana. You see that? That's the main benefit to working with Blood Furies. Now, we are going to... The Furies are going to get a move before these guys, no matter what. So, let's weaken this stack. That's the benefit to having 16 initiative. Let's see. Stone spikes will kill 4. It's not really worth it unless they clump together right now. We just need to weaken this stack as much as we can, because if we don't, then we're going to have some troubles if it comes over here. There's 2. Beautiful. Now, we need to move you up here. Poison damage. That's right. You better follow the Furies. Let's see. Now that they've clumped up, we can definitely take advantage of the fact that they've clumped up to deal some magic damage to them. I like that a lot. The scouts are in danger right now. We need to try to take out this stack. My Furies are not going to be able to... I told you I wasn't very good at working with the Furies. I told you I wasn't very good at it. Okay. The Furies are going to get another attack, which is good. Or get another move, rather. Which I'm going to use to move over here, because... Trollolol. This guy is almost certainly going to target you. Almost certainly. Which is why I'm going to try to take out this stack as best I can, because I don't want to lose any more troops. I don't want to lose any more troops than I have to. I don't have much choice. The assassins are out of shots. Beautiful. Okay. 7, and punch in the face. Wow. Wow. I am truly astonished. The Fury's going to get 3 attacks before these guys have another turn. That's 3 moves, rather. That's rather hilarious. You are going to take out this stack. Or attempt to, that is. 2. Now you are... Raylag's going to work on weakening this stack. And the scouts are going to... Yeah, there we go. I can't get away... Oh, actually I can. Yes, I can. I can get away from that stack by moving back. By moving back over here. Yeah, it's stuff like that. Oh, there's a morale problem right there. The scouts still have a shot left, which is good. Now you can move over here. This is such a fun way of fighting these guys. Okay, they're coming over here. That's not good. That is bad right there. That is bad. That is a bad thing. How much HP has the assassin got? Plenty. Okay. In that case, we can afford to risk this. Yeah, 3 damage. That's like nothing. It's fine. And the scouts can come in for the kill. There we go. No losses. I was expecting more. As I said, I'm not very good at working with the Furies. I believe you're supposed to... Leadership. Come on. I don't want leadership. I'll take advanced irresistible magic instead. Increase hero movement over land. Well, I can definitely I can definitely get along with that. Boots of the Swift Journey. Very nice. I am going to take... I don't need the gold right now. I'm going to take the experience, and with it I'm going to be offered attack again. Stop. Elemental Vision is not very helpful. Dark Ritual is not very helpful. I could go with Advanced Defense, I guess. I don't know. I will go with Elemental Vision, because Elemental Vision is another offshoot of the main skill tree. Elemental Vision causes Warlocks to deal extra damage depending on randomly allocated elements on your troops. Or on your opponent's troops. Your opponent's troops, when you're fighting an opponent, when you have Elemental Vision, your opponents will be randomly assigned elements, and depending on those elements, you can deal extra damage with your elemental spells. I'm not very good at explaining it, and it's kind of a weird system that I don't really understand very well either. So, you know, I can't really do much about that, unfortunately. I don't really know it very well because I don't use it. It's just another way of increasing the damage output of your spells. Basically, you're more likely to worry about what troops being more dangerous to you right now than you are what element it is when you're choosing what spells to target on what. So let's pick up our new Minotaurs. Minotaurs are, say, a poor man's tank when it comes to the dungeon. They're the first, they're the first unit that isn't going to die in one hit from any troop above level 3 or so. Although they still might, considering their base 2 defense. They aren't really that good. The only thing that's really that good about them is that they have the bravery ability, which means that their morale will always be at least 1, and the fact that their upgrade gets double attacks. Normal Minotaurs aren't very good at all. So, I am now going to fight some familiars. Because while I do have no mana, now I have Furies. And Furies are really good. So, you know. So, now that I have my new troops, Fort or Ritual Pit. The Ritual Pit allows you to increase Fury and Minotaur growth by yeah, it can boost Blood Fury and Minotaur Guard growth by sacrificing other creatures in it. Isn't really that helpful to me, but you know, I'm going to pick up the Town Hall because more money is always necessary, especially with the dungeon. And you shouldn't have lost troops to some familiars, even as dungeon. So I'm actually going to take all of my other troops out of battle and see if I can have some fun with these familiars. They do have fairly high initiative, but they also do have fairly low movement. So you know, we can see if we can have some fun with them. Come on, come closer, familiars. Go ahead. Good. These familiars can't get back to me yet, so I am actually going to hit them. Now, I have no mana, of course, but I do have a normal attack. You can't reach me in the top corner, you can't reach me in the top corner, so I'm going to move in the top corner. You're going to come closer. You are... Can't do a huge amount with what I'm being offered right now. I can get down here now, which is good. You can't... None of you can reach me over here. This is getting silly now. Yeah, so this is basically just an endless game of cat and mouse. Just try not to get caught. It's kind of important. Yeah, like that, for example. This is a situation you can't really do much about. Although this stack can't reach me over here, and Raylag gets another attack, so this stack's now down to 2 level 2s. So he is going to hit me, but it's only going to do 5 damage. Yeah, that's not great. That. You are going to go over here because, you know, why not? And Raylag's going to keep wearing this stack down like that because it's good. My Furies get a chance to attack because they're fast. Yay. It's good. You're going to move over here, and then you're going to come back and smack these guys up a bit. Yeah, 6 kills. Nice. Raylag gets another shot. Blah. And I get another dodge. This works. It's surprisingly effective. Now, you can move back over here. This is, I'm gonna take it because I might as well. There we go. Yep, that's how you fight with Blood Furies, or like an amateur version of fighting with Blood Furies. People that are better than, like, people who know what they're doing can do that much more effectively. I'm not that great when it comes to positioning, but oh well. I'm going to cut the video here because we've gone on quite a while now. That battle took quite a while, so I'm going to see you next time, which will probably be on Friday because I'm going to be alternating my schedule now that I've beaten the Necromancer campaign. It's going to be every other normal upload day will be alternating between Yu-Gi-Oh! And Heroes of Might and Magic. So I'll see you guys next time when we're going to keep wandering around here and clearing it out. Hopefully, as long as we aren't swamped by something that we have underestimated. So I'll see you guys then. Goodbye, everybody.